Another thing I want to talk about a little bit, you hit at the top, JQ having 9 assists. What game was that?
That was second game. Yep.
Also had a 7-assist game in the first game. We know what he is. We're not going to break any news on JQ's looking awesome.
A great table setter. Oh,
right.
yeah. Facilitator.
But just to think about him with this team at full strength conducting it, once again, we've said this when he was being recruited and when he committed, but like seeing it in live action, it is salivating what he could do with this team from a point guard perspective this season.
Penny has learned over the years, like year 1 through 4, it was Alex Lomax, and oh shoot, what are they like? How are they going to go about finding someone who's going to facilitate for this offense? He has learned through the Kendrick Davis process. He always wants that. I think that's very clear with him going after JQ as hard as he did and trying to get him part of the fold, giving him the starting minutes already, and more than likely starter going into the season. He knows what he wants in a point guard and a table setter, and he's getting that out of whoever's in that position now. And what I like about it is I don't think JQ, like contrary to years past, like JQ's not the only guy who can set up this team. Caleb Mills can do that at times. He's got that ability. You have a guy in Jalen Young who can come off the bench who can do that for you. Like
I think Jaquan Walton's a good passer at the 3.
They really don't have a shortage of guys that can handle the ball without turning it over, which has been a problem in the past.
Right. And the value that's in that is absurd. We saw it last year with Kendrick Davis. And it's weird to think about. Like Penny did go all this time without having a true premier point guard. But like you said, when he got Kendrick Davis, that's a game changer. I mean, you could go back and say Jeremiah Martin, but we know Jeremiah wasn't a one.
It was up till the end where and he started. He was a scoring guard,
right?
Then.
That's what he was. So to see this shift in focus and perspective again, like we've mentioned in multiple different areas of Penny Hardaway's coaching, but like this one to me is the most important. We know how important the point guard position is. Overall, obviously, but in college basketball, it's just a different feel with that point guard position. Like usually the teams that you see making deep runs have true elite point guards. Saw it last year with KD and the transition that into JQ and just seeing a glimpse of what he could look like with this talent minus guys. It just continues to encourage me for what this season
and
can
I'm
look like.
glad that they have a guy who's experienced enough to understand who needs the ball and how they need to get the ball.
Right.
Because this is going to be different. This offense is going to run different than it has in the past. There's just too many guys, and you have to decide who has a hot hand that night and how to get them the ball. And like your main offensive piece, theoretically, he was a 20 and 10 guy last year.
Yeah.
And Jordan Brown, like he's a low post scorer. He can step out a little from the mid range and go make something happen.
Right.
But you need a guy that understands how to get that guy his touches and keep him happy and get him his points, get him his game, right? So I think Jahvon Quinerly fits that role perfectly. And I was happy to see by game 3 they were very intentional about getting Jordan Brown the ball. He had 23 and 11.
Yeah.
He first 2 games, it was a little interesting how they were trying to operate with him, but they finally got very intentional in that final game, and he made that Dominican Republic select team pay for it.
Yeah, he did.